Thank you so much. I'm a journalist. My job is to talk to people from all walks of life, all over the world. Today, I want to tell you why I decided to do this with my life and what I've learned. My story began in Caracas, Venezuela, in South America, where I grew up, a place that to me was and always will be filled with magic and wonder. From a very young age, my parents want me to have a wider view of the world. I remember one time when I was around 7 years old, my dad come up to me and said, Mariana, I'm going to send you and your little sister, who was sick at the time, to a place where nobody speaks Spanish. I want you to experience a different culture. He went on and on about the benefit of spending an entire summer in the summer camp in the United States, stressing a little press that I don't pay too much attention to at the time. You never know what the future holds. Meanwhile, in my 7 years old I was thinking we were going to get to summer camp in Miami. Maybe it was going to be ever better, and we were going to go a little further north to Orlando, where Mickey Mouse lived. I got really excited. My dad, however, had a slightly different plan. From Caracas, he sent us to Brain Minset. Mickey Mouse was still up there, and with the cold phone, no Snapchat or Instagram. I couldn't look up any information we got there, and one of the first things I noticed what the other kid here was several cents of blonde, and most of them had blue eyes. Meanwhile, this is what we look like. The first night, the camp director gathered everyone around the campfire and said, Kids, we have a very international camp this year. The attention are here from Venezuela. The other king looked at us if we were from another planet. The world asked things like, do you know what a hamburger is? Or do you go to school on a donkey or camel? I would try to answer in my broken English. And the world just like, I know, they were not trying to be mean. They were just trying to understand who we were and make a correlate with the world they knew. We could neither be like them or like character out of a book. Violet was adventure like Aladdin or the Jungle Book. We certainly did not look like them. We don't speak their language. We were different. When you 7 years old, that hard, but I had my little sister to talk care of, and she cried every day at summer camp. So I decided to put on a brave face and embrace everything I called about the America way of life. We later did what we call the summer camp experiment. For 8 years in different cities that many America haven't even heard of. What I remember most about this moment was when I finally clicked with someone. Making of friend was a special reward. Everybody want to feel full and accept. And we think it solely happens spontaneously, but it's done. When Suri different, you have to work at belonging. You have to be either really helpful, smart, funny, anything to be called for the crowd you want to hang out with. Later on, when I was in high school, my dad explained in on his summer plan, and from Caracas he sent me to Wallingford, Connecticut, for the senior year of high school. This time I remember daydreaming on the plane about the America High School experience with a locker. It was going to be perfect, just like my favorite Saved by the Bell. I get three, and they told me my exit room is a girl waiting upon the door. And there she was sitting on the bed with a scarf. Her name was Fatima, and she was Muslim from Bahrain. And she was not what she probably sensed my disappointment when I looked at her. Because I don't do too much to hide it. She asked teenager, I want to fit in even more. I want to be popular. Maybe have a boyfriend from and I felt that Fatima just got in the way. With her sense and her seats there's code. I don't realize that I was making her feel. This was the high school equivalent of asking her, do you know what her hamburger is? I was consumed by my own selfish and unable to put myself in her school. I have to be honest with you. We only last a couple of months together because she was later sent to live with a counselor. Instead of other students, I remember thinking, she be okay. She's just different. You see, when we label someone as different, it them sit them in a way. Another, we're going to recite a teacher monologue, and I remember thinking we don't appreciate talent like this back home, but I was determined to find something of value. The day of the talent show come, and I get up on stage with my little boombox and put it on the side and press play, and a song by my favorite emerging artist Shakira comes up, and I go wherever we're meant to be together. And I said, my name is Mariana, and I'm going to action and dance class. It seemed like the whole school raised their hand to beat. My dance class really stood out from like the 10 violin class offered that day. Going back to my drum room, I don't feel different. I feel really spacious. That once I started thinking about Fatima, a person that I had failed to see, especially when I first met her. She was from the Middle East, just like Shakira's family was from the Middle East. She should have probably taught me a thing or two about belly dancing had I been open to it. Now, I want you all to talk the sticker that was given to you at the beginning of our season today. where you wrote down what makes you special, and I want you to look at it. If we are watching at home, take a place of paper and write down what makes you different. You may feel good when you look at it, maybe even a little as maybe often proud. But you need to begin to embed it. Remember, it is the first step in appreciating what makes others special. When I went back home to Venezuela, I began to understand how this experience was changing me. Being able to speak different languages, to navigate LCDs, different people and place, it gave me a unique sensibility. I was finally beginning to understand the importance of putting my life in other people's causes. That is a big part of the reason why I decided to become a journalist, especially being from a part of the world that is often labeled the backward, the illegal aliens, that word, the other. I want to do something to change that. It was right around the time, however, when the Venezuela government shut down the biggest television station in your country. Cancer was growing, and my dad came up to me once again and said, are you going to be a journalist here? You have to leave. That's what it hit me. That's what he had been preparing me for. That is what the future had for me. Without a return ticket at this time, I was painfully elsewhere. I was become a refugee star and emerged disorder. Once again, and now for a good, I was able to come on a scholarship to study journalism. I remember when they give my friend a segment to cover the historic election of President Barack Obama. I felt so lucky, so hopefully. I was like, yes, this is it. I've come to post-racial America, where the nation of us and them is being eroded and will probably be eroded in my lifetime. Boy, I was wrong, right? Why don't Barack Obama presidency elevation rational reason in our country? Why do come selfie threatened by image with LGBTQ and minority group who are just trying to find a peace in this in unit state that's all before all of I don't have the answer back then. When Donald Trump became our president, it became clear that a large part of the electorate sends them us the other. Some saw people coming to talk their job or potential terrorists who speak a different language. Meanwhile, Malaysian group oftentimes just see headset in English and now it's like we're stuck in this bubble that nobody wants to burst. The only way to do it, the only way to get out of it is to realize that being different also means thinking differently. It talks course to show respect. In the words of Voltaire, I may not agree with what you have to say, but I will fight to the death to defend your right to say it. Failing to see anything good on the other side makes a dialogue impossible. Without a dialogue, we will keep repeating the same mistake because we will not learn anything new. I consulted the lesson for NBC News. It was my first big segment in this misread network, where I had crossed over from Spanish television. What happened? I said, it's your sister. She's been in car accident. It was the worst was something so painful. It's hard to put into words, even though it was the way people look at here. Looking at us change. People were noble to see a successful lawyer or a millennial with a short white and a keen heart. Everywhere we went, I realized that people just saw a poor girl in a wheelchair. They were noble to see, and nothing beyond that. After fighting like a warrior, I can thankful tell you that today my sister is walking and has resolved beyond anyone's expectation. Thank you. But during the Trump's ideal, we don't feed the mouth. We if you look at my sister. Sorry, from being born somewhere different to tell story your world knowledge to TV. I want to celebrate in today and every day. Shout it from the rooftops. I also encourage you to be course and ask what is on another people piece of paper. What makes them different? Let's celebrate those impressions that make us special. I hope that it teaches you that nobody has a claim on the word normal. We are all different, we are all quirky and unique, and that is what makes us wonderfully human. Thank you so much.